This podcast sponsored by FanDuel. Are you a new FanDuel fantasy player? Well, you should be, because your day would get 20% better. Start playing fantasy football this season, and FanDuel will give you a 20% bonus on your first deposit. That's up to $500. That's a big time bonus. And all you need to do to claim it is make your first deposit. Sign up today at FanDuel.com/first to claim your bonus and start playing today. That's FanDuel.com/first. Age and location restrictions apply. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires after 30 days.
This episode is brought to you by Off the Eaten Path. It's finally here. A great tasting snack you can feel good about eating. Off the Eaten Path's Veggie Crisps deliver real veggies with lots of flavor and a satisfying texture, without artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. Real veggies. Really delicious. Shop now on Amazon.
This is the First and Tens with your host, Jasmine Sadri and Amy Voss. They're tens. Get it? Jeez.
Welcome to the First and Tens podcast. I'm Jasmine.
Amy.
Thank you for checking us out today. Please go like and subscribe to our podcast. Give us a review. Share us as well. firstandtenspodcast.com, all words. It's funny. Amy and I are kind of just talking about like the algorithms and if anybody's even listening to this shit show. And Amy, would you like to present the audience with what our most popular episode is named?
Just shit yourself.
There you go. That's from season 1.
Do you remember that episode?
I do. Is that the episode where I had to throw away my good hanky pankies?
Yep.
I remember that.
So. Well, yeah, that was the one where you told the story about having to throw your underwear out the window or something like that.
It was in a gas station. I'm classy. I did not throw it out the window. But that's kind of concerning. Did you see that I was wondering which time it was that I was talking about shitting myself? Like, it's like a thing. I just caught myself as if there was going to be other times that I did that. So anyway, Just Shit Yourself is one of our critically acclaimed episodes.
And Stab Mode. That was a good one. That's when I was in Philadelphia for the Eagles game, for the kickoff game.
Yep.
And then it got called for it was delayed for lightning, and I'm stuck in the concourse with about 1,000 Eagles fans around me.
Oh,
it was
terrible.
Dangerous.
It was terrible. Go check it out. Amy got out of there clearly alive, but it was kind of scary there for a second. I thought I'd lost you.
Gosh, a second. That was, it was at least 5 minutes of pure torture.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, I was already staking claim on some of your handbags, and then I was like, shit, she's alive. Well, never mind. I guess I have to awkwardly put these back.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do a wrap up as far as NFL games go and how happy our NFL homes are. I know in my house, it's very happy. Cowboys won, Seahawks won, so we're happy. What's it like in the Voss house?
Oh, Steelers aren't doing so hot.
God, I know. It's brutal. It's brutal.
Well, what's hard to watch, it's just hard to watch Ben throw the ball.
Yeah, it is.
He just should have hung it up at the end of last season.
He should have.
But then again, the Mason Rudolph is their backup.
Oh.
And he's busy with Jeannie Bouchard. So, he ain't paying attention to football.
He's such a nutsack licker. I cannot with him. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm not judging nutsack lickers, because some people do that for a living, and that's fine. We're not here to shame that. For fuck's sakes, we do a podcast.
Everybody needs a job, Jasmine.
Everybody needs a job. They sure do. Everybody needs a job. Amen to that. Okay. So we know one half of the Voss house was not happy since Amy. Yeah. I mean, can you ever get disappointed? Because you like every other team but the Cowboys. I
mean, I'm like blown away by this Arizona Cardinals team. Like Kyler Murray is blowing my mind.
So I can't.
What?
What just
are you talking about?
He annoys me.
I think it's great.
He annoys me.
I think it's great. I love the way he plays.
Yeah, success.
I love how mobile he is in the pocket. I love everything that he's doing.
Good for successful
Patrick
people.
Mahomes did the same thing, and you like Patrick.
That's different.
So
That's
what
different.
is it about Kyler that you don't like?
He just looks like something you'd want to flick. Like, you know what I mean? Like
that is a hot sports opinion right there.
Yes.
Backed by some serious.
That is why.
Serious intel.
That is why. Listen, the fucker's talented. I'm not going to lie, obviously, but I can't. I want to flick him like a bug that's on me every time.
Well,
Patrick Mahomes is different.
I don't see the difference, but okay. Whatever.
Which, by the way, go Chiefs. good one on that.
Let's talk about the Monday night game, because you and I have varying degrees of opinions on this game. Tell us what you think about Monday's game.
I will. Okay. Number one, I hated myself for like rooting the Patriots on, but then I had this like, there was like a moment, this is very like, I was in my psychology field. So I'm like trying to like peel back the curtain on why am I rooting? Why do I not? It came to me, Amy.
You're trying to psychoanalyze yourself?
Yes. It's easier to root for a Patriots team that does not have Tom Brady on it. I didn't feel icky. I was like, oh my God, I don't hate them as much as I thought I did. So, they threw that game. And we all know it. Bill Belichick, you had something to do with this. You knew you either had money on the game. Hold on. Let me lay out the facts and then you can talk your shit to me.
Okay.
So Bill Belichick, Mr. I'm the smartest offensive football cerebellum brain guy in the entire world, right? You make a boneheaded decision to have your kicker kick an 83-yard field goal with a minute and a half basically left on the board, to when Tom Brady has a fuck ton of time on the board and 2 timeouts left. You're going to let him what are you doing? Did you think he was going to make that? Obviously not. So he didn't. Even if he did, Tom Brady would have had all the time in the world and 2 timeouts. He would have fucking won. What were you doing? You had the position here, dude. You had the position to beat Tampa Bay and Tom Brady, but you didn't. You want to know why? Because this was fixed. And you know why I think it's fixed too? Extra fixed? Because conveniently, Amy, right after the game, you know, when they do the post-game stuff, he's like talking and his speech is already ready to go about thanking everybody. There's like a whole list of people he wants to thank for the win, and everybody he wants to thank in the city of Boston, and everybody that Boston and Tampa Bay and all the fans. And I mean, just go up and down from the owners to the janitors to the, I mean, it was prepared. I was like, all right, they're just all laughing at us. This was so fixed. It wasn't even funny. So there, the Patriots gave that game to Tom because it was the story. Why wouldn't we?
As I'm going to have to disagree with you on this one.
No, it's so true.
I was completely blown away by how well Mac Jones played.
Mac Jones is amazing. He's amazing.
Incredible.
Amazing.
I'm so surprised that the score was not more reflective of the competitiveness of actually it was, because I thought it was going to be a much higher scoring game. And the way that Mac Jones was played. Higher.
Yes, Mac Jones is awesome.
The way that Mac Jones played, I'm surprised that it wasn't.
Yes.
But at the same time, the Patriots defense was incredible.
Yes.
And that's Belichick. So I can't say that he threw it, because his defense was amazing.
His defense was, but Amy, that was a really good offense. No, his defense was awesome. But that's my
one
point.
Move. I mean, McCarthy has 17 of those per game.
McCarthy's an idiot. I'm not even going to have that. That's not even worth the breath to even say that McCarthy's not even in the same sentence. That's what's more like infuriating and obvious, because Belichick doesn't make stupid. That was I wouldn't even do that. And I'm stupid, right? Like doing something like that when you're like, what are you doing? You just gave them the fucking game, man. What in the world? I question the game management there with him. That was very, very suspect.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go so far as to say he purposely threw that game.
He did.
I mean, that's crazy.
Well, I'm telling you, no, it's not. Well, listen, I am the queen of crazy talk. And I tell you what, he's checking his scores. You know, he's got his phone out, checking his odds. He's like, all right, cool. If I just do this, great. We'll hit the over. Awesome. Let's just roll with this, guys.
Man, that's terrible to do to your team who really wanted to win that game.
Isn't it? I know. Take it up with Bill. That was awful.
Take it up with Bill. Well, I think the preparation of Brady's speech was more tied to the fact that he beat Drew Brees' record of most thrown,
which makes me mad,
passes or whatever.
Poor Drew. I like
record
Drew.
of whatever. All the passing records of whatever. Yeah, that. They were supposed to stop the game after he.
I know,
and they didn't.
They didn't.
Like everybody was talking about how they were going to stop the game.
I was like, did I miss something? Oh, I know.
Well, because Brady was like, "Don't stop the game." I wanted to keep going, so I think that his speech at the end, like in the locker room or whatever, was tied to that passing record of whatever.
I wish one of the commentators would have quoted that. Well, and Tom Brady gets the passing record of whatever.
Hey, I didn't claim to be a play-by-play guy. By the way, did you watch the wild card game last night? between the Yankees and the Red Sox?
I caught the tail end of it. So we've got friends from Boston visiting. And so we were kind of catching it as we were bar hopping, but I wasn't like fixated on it. So is there something that I missed?
Yeah. So Giancarlo Stanton gets up, hits a bomb to the monster, right?
Mhm.
Well, it hits the wall and bounces back into this field. Well, the play-by-play guy's like, he calls it gone. And then he goes, and this is like an 80-year-old play-by-play guy, right? And he calls it gone. And then he goes, what did I miss? What did I not see? He's on first. He called it gone and didn't even see it hit the wall. And I was like, oh,
Papa.
Time to hang it up, man.
No, that's not good. Did they clean his glasses? Like what was going on there?
I don't know, but he's no Vince Scully.
Bless his heart. Oh, nobody's Vince Scully though. Bless his heart.
So anyway, that was pretty funny, but it was a pretty good game. Although I was waiting for the Yankees to show up and they didn't. But I will say that both Cubs players hit home runs. Schwarber.
That was good. Okay. Well, that was good. Too bad they're
Cubs
not on
fans
the Cubs
are crying in their beer
roster anymore
on the couch, but it's cool. Whatever. Just take all of our good players. It's fine.
Well, someone's dealing with it really well. That's okay, Amy. Look, I get it. Sports pisses us off. It makes us cry. It makes us laugh. It makes us rejoice. And it also pisses us the fuck off. So I totally get it. I completely understand. Okay. Can we get to this Urban Meyer? Am I the only person in the world that thinks that this is way blown out of proportion?
Yeah, I think you and I are maybe the only ones that are allowed to just come out and say this is total and complete bullshit and so fucking hypocritical.
It's so dumb.
Pretty much every single person in the NFL. Okay. Because first of all, look at all the players and their behaviors and what they're able to get away with, especially if they're winning, right?
Yes. Winning makes everybody forget everything.
Right. And it's not just football, it's every sport. Do you remember that guy that left the bubble in Orlando and went to a strip club?
Yes, I do.
Left it for, I don't even remember who it was or what his name was.
I don't either. He was
going to fuck. He left it for a funeral.
Fuck. Oh, yeah.
He went for a funeral.
The funeral of his own career.
Yeah. And then, and then he's founded a strip club and then comes back to the bubble, which then he has to quarantine because he was at a strip club.
Everybody mourns differently. Everyone mourns differently. Okay. Right. I just go see titties.
But we conveniently forgot about that. And he still plays in the NBA.
Okay. But hold on.
Millions of dollars.
Okay. So hold on. This video that circulated, and I need you to explain to me, Amy, if I'm missing something. And granted, I've only seen blurred versions of this. And so the video clip that I've seen is him sitting on a bar stool. It looks like a blonde that's in front of him. And they're like gyrate dancing where she's like got her butt into him.
He's not moving at all.
Okay.
She's
but what's pixelated? What's fucking, is his wang out? Like what is pixelated?
No, you must have seen some other, you got to look up the actual video. And it's everywhere. It's all over Twitter.
I know. I'm only finding the pixelated one.
I don't know why you're watching a pixelated one. That's
right. Weird. So what are they pixelating?
Shit, I don't know.
So there was nothing, I'm like looking to see.
You can't see his hands, which is a little strange.
Okay.
But you see him lean to the left to talk to somebody that is walking up to him to say something. And he leans, as she's dancing on him, he leans to the left to say something, and then the video ends. So it's basically just a video of a woman grinding on him in a bar.
That isn't his wife, which that's not our business. That's in their marriage. And that's why I was like, did he rape someone? Did he fuck someone out in the open? Like, and I was like, really? And then coming out and making old mustache comes out and makes a statement saying that he will not tolerate this in his organization. Like, but yeah, does it look the greatest? No, but is it worthy of coming out and issuing
the whole
a statement?
Beef behind it, it is the fact that he didn't go home with the team. He stayed back in Ohio because he said he wanted to visit with his grandkids and have family time.
Yes.
Again, they're 0-4. So if he was winning, this would not be
nobody would care. Right.
Nobody would give two flying fucks about this situation.
So he didn't follow
because
team
he's
protocol.
0-4. Right.
Okay. So
because
it's not
he's 0-4.
Right.
This is a deal. And he's lost the respect of the locker room, which is rich.
He's already lost it.
But here again, like these are players that get that get themselves in
Yes.
situations like this all the time. And we don't care because they play football and that's what they do. But now you're going to throw stones at Urban Meyer for just trying to have a night out. I mean,
I know.
Really?
Listen, I'm not an Urban Meyer fan. I didn't like him in college.
Give two shits about this guy. It's just the principle surrounding it.
I know.
It's
the principle. Like who are we to be judge and jury? That's between him and his wife. And how is anybody to know? Maybe they have an open relationship and maybe some nosy body with a cell phone camera caught something that wasn't really there, and then made it into something that it's not.
Well, and his what the fodder is about is the fact that his team's like, well,
he didn't travel with the team.
He lied to us and said he was staying back to visit with his grandkids. But then here he is out at a bar. Well, he may have visited with his grandkids
and then gone out.
And then got out. And his wife tweeted that she chose to stay home
with the grandkids.
Right. And that she said he deserved a night out. So
right.
He went out with friends.
Okay. All the stories check, everybody. Why do we care?
Like who gives a shit?
Who gives
Honestly,
a shit? Nobody.
Oh,
nobody. Well, that's all they have to talk about. It certainly isn't their winning record. So they've got to find something to talk about. And now we just spent time talking about it.
Everybody needs to have a scapegoat. Everybody needs to have somebody to blame for their lot in life or their losing record or whatever.
Yep.
And so he's on the chopping block. Well, honestly, I'm in the cancel culture we're in right now. I'm surprised he still has a job.
I am too.
Really. I thought they were going to fire his ass.
Me too. I know.
And I'm like, this is going to be insane if he gets fired over this.
Oh, that's dumb.
I miss the age where no videos, were on phones. You could do whatever the fuck you wanted. Nobody knew. It wasn't posted on social media.
I know.
Can we go back to that?
It was honestly, it was easier to be a piece of shit back then. And it's just like so hard now.
Exactly. It's so hard. You're judged every time you walk out of the house. Even in your own house, you're judged.
Yeah, terrible.
I mean,
it's terrible.
You can't do a damn thing. You can't do a damn thing.
You should see when I go over to Amy's. I judge. I walk in her house and I start judging. I'm on the clock. I'm on the judge clock as soon as I walk in.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
It was funny. There was an article in the somewhere today about how as you get older, I know what it was. Oprah said that she only had like a handful of friends, like 3 friends. And one of the articles associated with that. Yeah. One of the articles that was associated with that said something about why do we get less friends as we age? And I'm like, well, that's easy because you don't want to put up with stupid shit as you get older. You get to a point in your life where you're like, I don't have fucking time for that.
You don't have time. Nope, you don't. And you start to really hate people and not really want to hang out, Seriously.
Right? I know.
It's true. It's
bad.
True. It's just
because again, you're constantly being judged.
Yeah.
Like what if his wife wanted him to go out and get grinded on? Like, what if that's his way of
maybe that's their thing, right? Maybe that's it. I mean, and who are we? Exactly.
And who are you to judge for
everybody's stories are checking. There's nothing to see here. Although here is something to see here. SoFi is so dumb.
Yeah.
What a stupid stadium. Okay, so
I mean,
Monday Night Football.
With this.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Monday Night Football. We accidentally said Monday Night Football for the Patriots game. That was Sunday night. This is Monday night. I know it all blends. Right.
So
Monday Night Football, Chargers, Raiders. Okay. And there was a 40-minute delay, at kickoff. Okay. Because of lightning. And everybody's like, well, SoFi has a fucking dome. What's the deal? Why is there a weather delay in a fucking domed stadium? A lot of fans are asking this. Well, the stadium has a roof, but the sides are open. So they were worried about
the very, very top,
but they were worried about it coming through there.
Lightning doesn't strike sideways last time I checked.
No, I know.
Like rain can sideways.
Yes,
but lightning can't
because the tweet that was posted, and they've circled the picture, and it says SoFi has a roof, but the sides are open. See yellow circle. There is lightning in the area, hence the danger. And it's literally the side. It's not like the lightning's going to hook in.
Yeah.
Oh, let me just.
And it's not the entire sides of the dome. It's the very, very top. The way that it's built is it's totally enclosed, and then it gets to the very top of the dome and it's open. It's
who engineered this? You dumbasses. Who engineered this?
But it cost $5 billion to build this shit. Okay.
And that's the oversight.
Southern California. And there's a song contributed to it. It never rains in Southern California.
No.
Never lightnings in Southern California. Whoops. But here's the thing. Even if it was lightning, it's not going to come through the dome sideways. I mean, that's just the most
so stupid,
ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
40-minute delay.
And then did you see? Okay, going back to the
Amy
Sunday night
triggered.
Game.
Holy shit!
This is like our segment on the most ridiculous things that happened in the NFL this week. Okay, did you see during the Sunday night game when they were at Gillette Stadium?
Okay,
and the commentators were on the field. It was
umbrella guy.
Seriously, Rodney Harrison with somebody holding his umbrella. Are you kidding me right now?
I turned to
what
Joey.
Is this deepness?
I turned to Joey and I said, from now on, that's what you're doing for me. You're walking around
you
just
relate
holding
to that
an umbrella.
Guy, couldn't you? You're like, yeah, that's my guy right there.
Right. But like, honestly, umbrella guy. Like, we all need an umbrella
everyone
guy.
Standing there is holding their own umbrella except for Rodney Harrison.
I
was like, what is happening right now?
The rich
like,
irony.
Why is he
coming
not
from
capable?
You?
I know. I totally get. Again, I get the hypocrisy coming out of my mouth. But if everyone's
you acknowledge
there, totally. If everyone's standing there is holding their own umbrella, why are you the one guy?
Why not?
That's
Hi,
not.
I'm a dickhole. I've got an umbrella guy. That's what I would say. That's right. Speaking of dickholes, speaking of, coming up after the break, you guys all asked for it. Not literal dickholes, but this is a metaphorical dickhole. Golf talk with Amy. And that's coming up after some words about our sponsors.
This podcast sponsored by FanDuel. Hey, new FanDuel fantasy players, your day is about to get 20% better. Yes, that's 20%. Start playing fantasy this football season and FanDuel will give you a 20% bonus on your first deposit, which is up to $500. That's a big time bonus. And all you have to do to claim it is make your first deposit. If you're a rookie to fantasy football, don't worry. FanDuel is designed to let you play for real cash while learning the ropes. No experienced players allowed. And it's super easy to play. In just 3 steps, all you do first is choose a contest. There's hundreds that are available every day. Draft your team. You can fill your lineup without going over your salary cap and watch and win. Track your score in real time and you win real cash. No more waiting until the end of the season to win anything. No more winning like those stupid, trophies that you can, break and throw in the trash later on down the road. You're winning real cash. Sign up today at FanDuel.com/first. That's FIRST to claim your bonus and start playing today. That's FanDuel.com/first. Age and location restrictions apply. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires after 30 days.
This podcast is sponsored by Best Fiends. Amy, which fall activity do you want to spend the most time doing this year?
I want to go places.
So do I. Like in life, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like in my life.
I want to go places in life and like literally.
Well, what would you take with you if you went places?
Well, my phone, because I live and die by my phone.
Yes,
right?
You do.
Everything is in your phone, and including my Best Fiends app, which is free to download at the Apple App Store or Google Play. And it is so much fun to play. I love this game. And you don't need Wi-Fi, which is amazing.
Yes.
You can play it wherever you are.
Which is perfect
because
in my house, we've got the worst Wi-Fi in the universe. So it makes it great for me because I can play in my home and not worry.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a super fun matching puzzle. It's super fun puzzle game, and it challenges your brain. It's one of those games that kind of makes 30 minutes feel like 30 seconds. Like I'll be playing the game. Like I think I'm on level like 280, and there's all these different levels. And every time there's an update to the app, they add more levels and more characters and. I know people that are on level like 500.
Get a job,
1,
won't you?
I know.
No, but the best thing about Best Fiends, one of the best things, is that you can just pick up and play anywhere.
Exactly. And like I said, time flies by when you're playing the game because you're so engrossed in it because it's so much fun and it's challenging and it's for adults. It's not, it's not like a kiddie game or anything like that, although kids can play. So that's kind of cool. Download Best Fiends free on the Apple App Store or Google Play today. That's friends without the R, Best Fiends.
This episode is brought to you by Shell. From the time you get up to the time you wrap up, there's a lot to do. So at Shell, get 3 things done at once. Fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline to help keep your engine running like new. Then save with fuel rewards and in-store rewards when you get gas and snacks. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell in engines that continuously use Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline.
Okay, so for the record, my dick hole reference and golf meant Bryson DeChambeau.
What
So
about
that was
Brooks?
my
You don't
and
think
Brooks Koepka too.
Is
Yep. Yes, listen, it's equal dick hole opportunity here with both of them. Okay. Okay. So tell us, why do we need to care about golf?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. Okay, you know that about all the back and forth that's been going on between Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau. They've hated each other.
Yep.
They, Brooks is constantly rolling his eyes at DeChambeau's behavior, and DeChambeau just doesn't really give two flying fucks and is always razzing Brooks. I mean, it's just been
it's a thing.
Fantastic.
It's their thing.
Yes. And then the Ryder Cup comes along and they get, they both get picked for the Ryder Cup team. And everybody's like, oh, how is this going to work? Because the Ryder Cup team has to have, camaraderie, and you gotta play with other people and in unison, not competitively, you've got to play together, not against. And how is this going to work? Well, the Ryder Cup situation was, harmonious, and it was fantastic. And Bryson and Brooks came together as friends and hugged, and it was a whole thing. Now they're going to have a match, a face-off in Vegas, and they're going to be mic'd up.
Oh, another
oh
one
my
of
God,
these
it's going to be so good.
Oh,
but here's my question. So, okay, now, and they've done these matches with, like Phil Mickelson teamed up with Tom Brady, and Aaron Rodgers teamed up with, I think it was, DeChambeau, I think he was teamed up with in the latest match for charity or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is just the two of them playing against each other, but it's only 12 holes.
Why?
I don't know.
So is this like
confused.
a not sanctioned? Is this kind of just a exhibition, like stupidity kind of, let's just do it?
Made for TV match, basically.
Okay. So then, but you're not even really, then you're not really even testing the true, like, that's not the true test of like golf. 12 holes, you're cutting it short.
Right. I'm so confused by the 12 hole situation, because then why not just do 9? And if you're not going to do 9, then do 18.
Why just
like, why 12?
I mean,
I don't
just
understand the 12.
Just play rock, paper, scissors and do 1 then. I mean, like,
but I really looking forward to the back and forth between these two during this match.
Oh, it's going to be ugly.
It's great. And it's Thanksgiving Day, November 26th, or the day after.
Oh, perfect.
It's going to be in Vegas on TNT. So everybody will be able to watch.
Perfect.
This is going to be like the most tuned in next to the Ryder Cup golf situation.
Think about it. While you shoot all the annoying people away to go Black Friday shop, you can just watch this all day, or you can just avoid your family and just hide out in a room and watch this all day.
That's right.
It's a win-win either way.
So you're welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you, Amy, for that.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this. I asked Bruce if we could go, and I got shot down. That's
why.
I don't know.
Oh, come on. It'll be an early Christmas gift.
Well, that's what I said, but whatever.
Boo. Why is he fun sucking that?
I don't know.
Well, I'll have words.
Thanks.
I kind of get shit done.
Appreciate you.
All right. That does it for this episode of the First and Tens podcast. Go to firstandtenspodcast.com, all words. You know the spiel. Everything about us is there. Socials, where to find us, what platforms we're on, and all that jazz. And we drop
you can listen to episodes
Wednesday.
Right on our website too.
Yes, you can. Remember, go shit yourself. No, just shit yourself.
Go shit yourself.
That's not what we're leaving you with. Those are not our words of inspiration for the day. The episode title is Just Shit Yourself.
Everybody needs a goal, Jasmine.
Although listen, we already expressed on this show, everybody needs a job. Shout out to you, Nutsack Lickers.
Everybody needs a goal.
And everybody needs a goal. So shout out to you, pants shitters. So listen, God be with you all today. Have a great day.
Have a blessed day.
And we will see you guys next Wednesday. Until then, I'm Jasmine.
I'm Amy.
Peace.
Peace. This podcast sponsored by FanDuel. Are you a new FanDuel fantasy player? Well, you should be, because your day would get 20% better. Start playing fantasy football this season, and FanDuel will give you a 20% bonus on your first deposit. That's up to $500. That's a big time bonus. And all you need to do to claim it is make your first deposit. Sign up today at FanDuel.com/first to claim your bonus and start playing today. That's FanDuel.com/first. Age and location restrictions apply. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires after 30 days.